You may learn a lot from the name on a watch dial. It could stand for a variety of abstract concepts, such as heritage, pride, prestige, or a reputation for high-quality work and creative design. Nonetheless, there is a lot to learn for people who are just going into watches. The ideal situation is to form your own opinions and connections with brands through time and via experience. Everyone has different preferences, and each watch should ideally be evaluated on its own merits, but while learning about or shopping for watches, you might wish to have a basic understanding of the most well-known brands. There are hundreds of watch brands in operation today, each with its own personality and approach to watchmaking. The brands below aren't necessarily the best or the only ones worth knowing about, but they're some of the companies that you should absolutely be familiar with. Together they'll help you establish a base from which you can do your own exploring. 1. Patek Philippe. One of the most renowned and sought-after watchmakers in the world, Patek Philippe & Company is well known for creating the first wristwatch. Everyone would agree that leaving out this watchmaker from a top 10 list would be a disservice. One of the three Holy Trinity watchmakers is Patek Philippe. The Nautilus, Aquanaut, World Time, 20-4, Calatrava, and other of their most well-known models are just a few. For numerous well-known people, such Henry Graves and James Ward Packard, Patek Philippe was hired to design some of the most intricate watches in the world in addition to their many well-known models. The Graves Supercomplication, one of the most exclusive watches ever made, was sold for an astounding $11 million in 1999 at a New York auction and featured 24 complications that took 8 years to research and create. Many consider them to be the best watch brand in the world, and so do we. Aside from being considered one of the best watch brands, another great accomplishment of Patek Philippe at one point was the creation of the world's most complicated watch, known as the Patek Philippe Calibre 89 with 33 complications. At the time, it was the watch with the most complications until recently, when another watchmaker in the Holy Trinity outdid them by a landslide. Patek is a watch brand luxury buyers consider to be the cream of the crop, one of the most expensive luxury brands, and they have created some of the most exclusive watches. Famous wearers include Brad Pitt, Eric Clapton, Charlie Sheen. The price range is between 5 figures and 8 figures depending on the model. 2. Vacheron Constantin. The oldest watch manufacturer in the world is listed next on our list of well-known watchmakers. It is a brand that carries with it a long history in watchmaking. Another Holy Trinity watch brand that has been making outstanding, one-of-a-kind, and inventive timepieces since 1755 is Vacheron Constantin. The most recent Vacheron Constantin reference number 57260, which Forbes estimates to be worth $8 million and is known as the world's most complicated watch with a mind-boggling 57 complications, is the best illustration of their mechanical brilliance. They were regarded as a leading luxury watchmaker even before they accomplished this astounding feat. One of Switzerland's top watchmakers and a member of the Holy Trinity, Vacheron Constantin was founded on the ideas of achieving both technical and aesthetic brilliance. Their many horological accomplishments and developments throughout the years bear this out. As a result, they rose to the top of the list of global watch brands. The Patrimony, the Traditionnel, the Overseas, Malti, 1972, Quai de l'Isle, Harmony, Métiers d'Art, and Les Historiques are a few of their most illustrious collections. One of the most distinguished of all watch brands, and any seasoned watch connoisseur would agree that they are truly magnificent. 3. Audemars Piguet. Since its founding in 1875, Audemars Piguet, another watch industry Holy Trinity member, has produced some of the most magnificent timepieces. The AP Royal Oak series is the one for which they are most well known. For Audemars Piguet, who was the first to use stainless steel in the most recent sports watch design and charge premium rates, this legendary watch collection was a big game changer. The Royal Oak Offshore line, which was created by Audemars Piguet as an underwater version of the classic timepiece, went on to become one of the most well-known diving watches in history. Being a member of the Trinity, AP has earned a reputation for routinely exceeding expectations over the years. The advent of the Royal Oak watch opened doors for many luxury watchmakers to use their horological expertise as a pricing factor rather than just the precious metal used. Whereas a watch used to be worth its weight in gold, many are now worth more than its weight in gold regardless of what material is being used. Aside from their many haute horlogerie watches, Audemars Piguet has been known to be quite avant-garde on the design end of the business and created several haute joaillerie pieces such as their Diamond Punk and Diamond Fury watches for ladies. AP watches are also known for their many limited editions and high-complication watches such as the Jules Audemars. They are a luxurious watcher whose name is worthy of being in your horology lexicon. 4. Blancpain. While being slightly older than Vacheron Constantin, Blancpain was not always known by the Blancpain name. It was founded in 1735. They created watches with some of the most complex movements and made significant contributions to the development of watchmaking technology. With their legendary 50 fathoms timepiece, the very first diver's watch ever made, Blancpain was a pioneer in the development of diving timepieces. Since then, Blancpain has created other excellent collections, such as Lubracis, Lehman, Villaret, Novelties, Specialty, and Sport. They are deserving of high recognition as one of the top 10 watch brands in the world. One of the more noteworthy achievements that attributed to the respect this brand deserves is the innovations it made to the tourbillon complication. Blancpain created a flying tourbillon, which is an innovation to the original tourbillon design created by Breguet almost 200 years earlier. The new and improved version housed the complication in a cage with a ball bearing, allowing the wearer to marvel at the tourbillon in full action. 5. Ulysse Nardin. A Ulysse Nardin manufacturer began operations in 1846. It was once little more than a watch stand, but it quickly rose to prominence in the watch sector. From traditional minimalist series like the San Marco Classico to flamboyant and intricate hour striker, Sonata, and El Toro GMT plus or minus perpetual calendar collections, they produce it all. The Quadrato Dual Time and Dual Time Perpetual are two further contemporary collections. With their maritime watches, Ulysse Nardin has conquered a market where they actually shine brighter than the North Star. They are quite well known for their marine chronometers, such as the Maxi Marine Chronometer and their Marine Chronograph. That's not to say that this watchmaker can only produce a high-end marine watch. Ulysse Nardin makes many types of stunning watches including the Caprice, a ladies' collection, the unconventionally looking Freak series with its Carousel tourbillon complication, and its impressive 7-day power reserve, and of course their super high-end Royal Blue tourbillon, some with a list price of over $1.2 million, giving them a place in haute joaillerie and haute horlogerie. This is why they were included in the top 5 luxury watch brands.